Welcome back to the Accessible Art History YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm continuing through our explanation of the APAH 250. We've finally finished Unit 2 and are starting on Unit 3. This one will take us quite a while to get through because it covers early Europe and the colonial Americas from 200 to 1750 CE. Today's video will cover images number 48 and 49, so without further ado, let's get started. Both of the images I will cover in today's video are related to early Christianity. On a personal note, I'm super excited to cover these because my research focuses on this time period. Image 48 on the required list is paintings from the catacombs of Priscilla. This site is one of many Christian catacombs in the city of Rome and was in use between the 2nd and 4th century CE. According to tradition, the space was named for an early Christian woman named Priscilla. She was the wife of a Roman consul named Manius Acilius Galbrio, who was executed by the Emperor Domitian for his conversion to Christianity. Besides the magnificent art and worship spaces, the catacombs were allegedly also the burial site for many martyrs and early popes. These artworks provide valuable insights into early Christian art and iconography. One of the most famous paintings in the catacombs is one of a Madonna and Child, which is considered one of the oldest representations of the Virgin Mary. Other paintings in the catacomb of Priscilla, such as the Good Shepherd, the Fish, and the Orant, can tell us about art of the period. These images served as symbols of Christ and the Christian faith. Christ as the Good Shepherd and the fish were both early ways to, quote, disguise Christian iconography. The Good Shepherd, for example, could have easily just been an image of the pagan god Apollo. Additionally, the fish was a common way to represent Christ because Greek wordplay could connect the name Christ with the word for fish. In the early days of Christianity, the religion was illegal, so the faithful had to find ways to be creative with their imagery so they wouldn't get caught. The other early Christian work on the required list is the Church of Santa Sabina. It's the oldest extant ecclesiastical basilica in Rome, dating from the 5th century CE. Construction began in 422 and finished a decade later. Located on the Aventine Hill, the basilica is dedicated to an early martyr named Sabina. She was beheaded in the 120s during the reign of Emperor Hadrian. This church is built in the style of an ancient Roman basilica. These buildings were originally made for secular reasons, but their size and accessibility made them perfect for early Christian religious use. Santa Sabina has a long central nave flanked on each side by an aisle. The building culminates in an apse where the religious rituals would have taken place. The columns that line the aisles are what is known as spolia. They were originally used in a pagan temple dedicated to the goddess Juno. The interior of the church is quite plain, especially compared to later Christian churches. It's important to note that the apse mosaic is not original, but a replacement created in the 17th century. The most important artistic contribution to art from Santa Sabina are its wooden doors. Made of cypress wood, the doors once contained 28 panels. 10 have been lost to time, but the 18 that remain can tell us a lot about early Christian art. Each panel shows a story from the Bible. The most famous one is one of the earliest depictions of the crucifixion. Fascinatingly, the panel shows an architectural space behind the scene, which some art historians have pointed to being a depiction of a Roman-style mausoleum. There are also ornamental floral designs that could point to multiple artists working on the doors. Although the AP Art History test only has 2 early Christian required images, they are still important to the history of art. Keep an eye out for the next part of the Unit 3 required images.